How I used to love that sound. Silence. Gone. So many gone. Father, mother, Tom. Tom was the first to go, and yet I miss him more than all the others combined. When I was 14, Tom and I stayed with Aunt Mary in Greenwich Village during Easter vacation. She took us everywhere imaginable. Anyway, the night before we were to come home, we saw a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. Tom and I so enjoyed going to the cinema together. But that night, he just sat there in the seat beside me, motionless. After the film was over, I asked him if anything was wrong. Tom admitted that hanging in the movie gave him the horrors. When we returned to Auntie's townhouse, she put a pan of milk on the stove for hot cocoa, but Tom wasn't interested. He was tired, he said, and just wanted to go to bed. He kissed Aunt Mary goodnight. I followed him out into the vestibule and said, Tom, are you sure nothing is bothering you? What is it? What's the matter? He didn't answer me. He didn't, never could, never would, rather. He just smiled and said, you're my girl, aren't you, Katie? You're my girl. You're my favorite girl in the world. The next morning, I went upstairs to Tom's room in Auntie's attic. I would always tiptoe because Tom and I used to love scaring the dickens out of each other. But this time, I couldn't get in. He propped a chair against the door. Tom, I couldn't open the door. Tell me what's the matter, please, Tom. He didn't. My brother Tom was 15 years old. Straight-A student, wonderful athlete, caring friend, and was dangling from a twisted sheet he had tied around his neck. As I went to cut him down with a pair of pinking shears, I noticed his feet were still dragging on the floor. All he had to do at any moment was stand up. Aunt Mary immediately called my parents in Manhattan, seeing them for the first time. I don't know, they seemed expected some different sort of emotion, I suppose, some heightened sense of something, but they were strangely not strange. Everything they did that day was uncomfortably normal. Within a few hours or so, the funeral arrangements had been secured. And before I knew it, we were on a ferry heading home. I stood between Mother and Father, the three of us clutching the icy railing on the back of the boat. Our hands were nearly frozen, but we never released our grip. Reality provides numbness, I suppose. Not pleasant, not painful, not anything really. When the ferry approached the dock, I found the courage to look up at Mother, but it wasn't her face I saw. I had seen that face, but on someone else, never on Mother. Silent tears rolling down her face. No noise, no weeping. Graceful, dignified, like the Mother of Christ. For a child to see a parent in such a state of agony, there is no greater pain. I burst into an uncontrollable sob, weeping so loud. My father quickly put his hand over my face to stop my cries, and as the palm of his hand pressed forcefully against my face, I saw him look at Mother with such disdain, such disapproval. All it took was that one look for Mother to regain full control. From that moment on, Tom's name was never mentioned again, for it was no longer allowed.